We got two headlines here. Don't freak out about your job being automated by AI. And then, is remote work dying a fast death? How about that? That's what we do here on the Ken Coleman Show. I inform you, and then I equip you on what you can do about it. Let's first start with this artificial intelligence. There is this fear because the media whips this stuff up. Give you an example. We shared this article on the show recently, and I always combat it. When there's a headline that's just so over the top, I try to be quick to say, folks, there's a person who gets paid just to write headlines, and the more they freak you out, the more clicks they get, that person gets a promotion. So do you understand you're a part of a game? They're gaming you. If they make you afraid, if they make you click, they win. You do understand this? So here we go. Headline, don't freak out yet about your job being automated by AI. Great, this is a positive headline. They make you click here, but now they're actually doing something good. They're saying, relax. So let's just set the tone, shall we? If you just woke up, say you've been in a nap for 50 years, and you woke up and you paid attention to the headlines over the last 30 days, you would think that the robots are going to kill us all just a couple of months after they make us unemployed. Like that's you would be like, the robots are coming. They're going to put us out of work, and then they're going to put us out of our misery. That's the line. That's the thing. Okay? I can't speak to the robots putting us out of our misery. Although if you ever saw iRobot with Will Smith, it could freak you out a little bit. But let's talk about robots putting you out of work. There has been automation through technology for a very long time. It's not a new concept, but you look at the headlines, ChatGPT. Now there's ChatGPT 4, and now it's technology leaders sending a letter to who knows who going, we need to curb the advances of artificial intelligence. And I don't disagree. Okay. But you got all this fear. You got the article from, it was either Forbes or Fortune that says 300 million jobs will be replaced by artificial intelligence. Okay. And so you would think that we've never had to deal with, as an American worker, have we ever had to deal with artificial intelligence and the threat? And I'll give you an example that I've cited from a caller on this show. I got a call on this show where a young man says to me, Ken, I got an opportunity and I need to know if it's the right one to take. I said, great, tell me about it. He said, I'm a welder, but I got an opportunity to go work for another company where I would be spending most of my day monitoring a welding machine. He said, but it makes more money and I got better benefits. I said to him, okay, let me make sure I understand. You're telling me that you're going to watch a machine weld all day long and make sure it's doing it right. He goes, pretty much. And I'm like, well, do you love welding? He goes, I love welding. I go, how long before you think you're bored? He goes, probably a couple of days. I go, well, then you decide how you want to spend your life. I don't know what decision he made, but here's a welding machine that is doing the work that he loves to do, but they've hired him to monitor the machine. You get my point here? We're still making cars. Car companies are still employing people, and not everybody's sitting on the line putting it all together like they used to in the old days. A lot of machines making cars. So, a study by Goldman Sachs noted that technology can and will replace some tasks, but it can also make us more productive performing other tasks and create new tasks, which will create new jobs, which supports the point that automation does not always spell layoffs. Automation will replace a lot of jobs. That's a fact. But it will also spin off more jobs. Relax. Have the mindset for paying attention to where the future is going. adapting with your attitude and your skill set. And remember, you bring one thing to the table that no robot will ever bring. You ready? You're a human. And the human touch is irreplaceable. Where the human touch is needed, it will thrive. Everybody take a deep breath and relax. And then if I'm wrong, we're all going to be in a bunker anyway, trying to run from the robots. You know? At that point, we're not worried about work, right? Oh my gosh. All right, next article I want to get to here. This is a Forbes headline, Is Remote Work Dying a Fast Death? According to LinkedIn, remote work positions fell to 14% of all working positions in the United States in September of 2022. That was from a high of 20% in February of 2022. So what's happening is you got more and more leaders saying, we want our people back in the office at least part of the time. I've said before, I'll say it again, the pendulum is not going to swing from during the pandemic where we had a majority of people working from home all the way back to a majority of people working in the office. The middle ground will be what is being defined as hybrid work. So those of you who are remote workers, and I see you on social media and you just freak out anytime there's a conversation about remote work being affected. Bottom line is, I think you'll always be able to do some remote work, but the amount of jobs that are full-time remote are shrinking. It's not my opinion. These are the facts. Yell at LinkedIn. So why is this contracting? Very simple. Big tech led the way as we began to come out of the pandemic. At first, everybody goes home, right? Except for what they called essential workers. But the point is that everybody proved that with technology, you can work from anywhere. I don't think there's any argument about that. It's not about can I work from anywhere. It's is it the best work? Is it best for the culture, best for the team, best for the customer? That's what everybody's talking about. This is it's a better environment. Tech companies were like, hey, you can do it because of the type of work they did. A lot of tech companies still have remote workers. But here's what tech company leaders are saying. They're worried about junior workers and their skill development and progression when they are isolated. They also believe that a lack of face time with other fellow employees creates cultural issues. They believe that remote work also makes it hard for employers to spot potential issues like dissatisfaction and health problems. And can I say unequivocally, these leaders are right. Can remote work be done effectively? Yes. Is remote work best for the individual? Best for the team? Best for the culture? Best for the customer? And I think the answer is unequivocally no, it's not best. Can it be done? Yes. Are there outliers? Yes. Is it better for your schedule driving in and back forth and your physical ailments and your kids? Everybody's got an outlying excuse. I said unequivocally, you can be effective working remote. But when we talk about the team environment, innovation, collaboration, culture building, it is without question to me that remote work limits those vital elements of a winning organization and a winning life for somebody who's thriving professionally, financially, and thus personally.